Me now on the show. What are you saying, brother?
Hey, what's up, Terry? Yeah, that was we'll start with the Man City side of things. Because I agree with you. That was probably the best Man City we've seen this season performance-wise. Yeah. So they were super impressive. They exploited a lot of gaps in our midfield and defense, which I thought was a huge issue throughout the game. Yeah, and I thought Marmoush was a huge X factor for them. As soon as I saw him in the starting 11, I was like, yeah, this is game because we don't cope well with pace down the middle. On the goals, yeah, Cher and Burn, there's a clear drop off when we don't have Botman. Again, that's why I didn't think we'd win. Our record at the Etihad is absolutely dreadful, and it just continues today. So, yeah, just super disappointed, not with the result because that was coming for me. I thought people were getting a little bit too excited. Oh, Man City can, they're super vulnerable, but they still did beat Chelsea. They still had some decent results, and it's Real Madrid at the end of the day. Like in the game in midweek, that's Real Madrid. We don't have Real Madrid quality, obviously, at Newcastle, squad wise and also manager wise, which is why I've never been convinced with Eddie Howe. But yeah, our approach today completely backfired. We just got exposed, and Marmoush showed everybody why they bought him. I like that. I like the signing for them as soon as they got him. I didn't worry about Bundesliga attacker to EPL, but yeah, I just thought they completely destroyed us, to be honest. And the second half, I like the subs from Eddie Howe, but it was too little, too late. After the second goal, I personally gave up. I was like, this is game over. These guys have been here before at the Etihad, most of them, and have gotten beat again and again and again and again. Fans as well. Our fans, I didn't really notice them too much. Weren't very loud or anything. So I just felt like it was just a super limp effort. We didn't have any clear-cut chances. Didn't have any really good periods of play. Just not surprised, but disappointed at just how bad it was. But this is kind of just how it is. We're just so mad. They're inconsistent at times, Man City, but we are as well. And we have lesser players and lesser manager than them. And we've done way less in the game. Kind of showed today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear that, mate. And look, your giving up is also what I saw on the pitch from your players. It was this almost, and I'm taking nothing away from City because they were great, but there was almost this resignation to defeat.
Yeah.
You stopped sort of running. You stopped sort of again. I've seen your team smash physically through so many sides this year, and I felt that you completely gave. I felt you completely gave up the sort of physical, the physical battle, the physical battle in that game, mate. I really do. V joins us now. Obviously, a massive win, mate. A lot of people in the chat, a lot of the City fans saying your best performance of the season. How impressed were you with the display, the goals, and the victory today, V?
Ooh, incredibly impressed, man. This is Newcastle that's been a difficult team for many clubs, and we suffered a loss of them early in the season. So I was glad. I was really happy to see how we performed against them.
That was a draw, Vader. 1-1 at our place. It was a draw.
It's a loss, but no, I hear you.
Fair.
The impact on it and the momentum and how we just felt after that game wasn't good. But I liked how we bounced back on this one. I really like how we were set up from the very beginning. Pep trusting the new signings, Pep looking to be aggressive, and also listen. If we left that game with injuries, you'd see a totally different reaction from me. I'm concerned. Like my heart left my chest when I saw Haaland go down, because Marmoush was amazing, incredible, but losing Haaland would be devastating for any type of hopes that we would have for this top four chase that we're really playing for, and to try and do our best to win this FA. Marmoush, absolutely amazing. I scream every damn game, release those passes, give him a chance to run onto it. Let Haaland battle for it, and maybe it slips off to him. We showed that we have a lot of confidence in him. He obviously shows his quality. Some of the concerns, some of the questions. Oh, Omar Marmoush doesn't fit the Pep system. He doesn't fit City style. I hope that's all put to bed. There's familiarity. There's some practice that needs to happen. There's some comfort that needs to be established between the players. We showed it today. And Newcastle are no joke. This isn't, oh, you got a great result versus just maybe a lower tier team. This is Newcastle, and they're playing for everything this season with regards to how they want to establish for next year. We showed to be good, and
made us look like a lower league team through your performance.
Pep had them set up well. Pep had it set up again, and Eddie Howe's been causing headaches for many other clubs. I think Pep snipped them out today. Also, if I'm going to look at the best performance of the season, it's a toss-up between this and Forest, because Forest we had our defense. We had our defense, and out of that game they left injured. Pep, his new defense, or what he's going to look to do with who's available, I would put it up there with, yeah, you know what, this and Forest, best performances so far. Let's try to keep this going. Real Madrid, 1 goal down. That's what's next.
You'd start Marmoush surely in that game. I would run the same 11 if I was.
See, Pep didn't start KDB or play him at all. So I think we're going to see KDB. Gundogan played the entire 90. So I think we're going to see some changes there. I think KDB starts like he did in Real Madrid. I think Marmoush is going to be up there, and who he chooses to play with him, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to see Gonzalez. We're going to see KDB. We're going to see Marmoush, in my opinion.
Okay, he was on the bench, yeah, because the players are they're now eligible because it's not the group stages no more. Yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't actually sure. I didn't remember them coming on the other day, but he did. I hear you. I think as you say, it was a top performance, and I think that what's a real positive is that you've got Marmoush, you've got 150 odd million pounds worth of new talent on the field today, and I thought today they all looked good, and that's a really positive sign in the sense of making sure you get Champions League football for next season, giving you hope if you overturn this game against Real Madrid, because if you can start to look solid and if you can start to look consistent, then you know what sometimes happens with some of Pep signings is if they have taken 6 months, a year to kind of bed in. So yeah, from that point of view, I think it's really positive news. Hussam, someone says Terry looks sad. Oh yeah, look, obviously, listen. The viewers, including City fans, keep trying to distract me to talk about the Ahmad situation. I will say to some of you that are laughing about it,
Karma's a bitch. That's all you gotta say.
I hope that karma or God, whoever it is, strikes you down for the laughter of laughing at people getting injured, especially when it's not. I can kind of understand it if you're about to play a Champions League final and the best player of the opponent's team pulls a hamstring and you're like, oh, I'm relieved they're not playing. But the fact that we're not a competitor of yours, sort of laughing at a young man's ankle injury, I do hope that God, karma, whoever it may be, smites you down with equal measure. Nothing like crazy. I don't wish death on you. I'm talking about equal measure here. Do you know what I mean? Like your team suffers the same thing just for your actions. Like I won't be laughing at it, by the way, but there we go. But yeah, as I say, it's of course I feel a bit sad about that, but I'm just listening to the guys talk. But Sam, what did you make of Man City today?
Newcastle are fucking shit. That's what I made of today's game. The plan today from Eddie Howe makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. How the hell is this the team that played Emirates away and today City away? How? This guy went full-on Ainge Postecoglou. High line for life. That's what I saw today. Playing a high line with those players that you have Dan Burn, Shar, Trippier.
Trippier was dreadful, by the way. Absolutely
he was
horrific.
He was horrendous. Three of your back four are slow. And you're playing a high line against Marmoush and Haaland. Are you dumb? Like, are you actually dumb? Like, what actually is the plan there? I just don't get it. And he didn't even have like Joe Linton in midfield either to have like, that physical presence in there. Isak was isolated, but even then he didn't play that well. But City deserved to win that game. City 100% deserved to win that game. I think today Marmoush has arrived in the English Premier League. Hopefully this is not like the start of him being like on crazy form, unless it's against Madrid. Then it's good. It's good because we need Madrid out in it. I'm just bored of them. So if it's against Madrid, I'll be happy. But with Marmoush, like, I think the goals today, and I think it was the third goal that he scored where Savio played the pass to him. It was Savio assisted the third goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That goal is like a striker instincts goal.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not sure that, like, is essentially Pep 2.0, what exactly is the idea or the concept. But if his concept is playing like a secondary striker instead of playing a number 10, that could work as well. That could work as long as Marmoush has the work rate to help out the midfield. And as long as you have a DM over there, like what Nico Gonzalez did who stops attacks. Today, City deserved the win 100%. I thought the front three was completely fluid. I thought they looked incredible interchanging with each other. Even Haaland, like, getting the ball, dropping deep, passing the ball left and right really well as well. So we have to give him credit. Marmoush was fantastic. Savio was absolutely unbelievable today.
Ederson.
So, yeah, but I'm talking about the
Ederson, you
front.
know what? Ederson.
Look
did
at this
really
guy.
well
I'm
this week.
talking about the front three because he scored 4 goals and he's asking me about Ederson.
No, but he helped with the
Ederson
front.
got
He
assists, so
he
he's part of
assisted
it.
the front. That's why I mentioned it. He assisted the front.
Ederson in the second half and a little bit in the first half. Whenever we tried to counter, the ball was too long, and he would just sweep up, and then it would be a long
I'm giving
ball.
the players that deserve credit first. There's a guy
assisted one
who
of
you
those
bought in
players.
January who scored a hat-trick. There's a striker that you have that is under criticism for being a footballing robot, and I'm giving him credit for linking up play.
Yeah.
And there's another winger who didn't get GA for 13 games who I'm giving praises to.
Yeah.
So why are you
Yeah.
crying when I'm praising
No,
your
there's
players?
no crying. As you were talking about the front three and how they were so
Yeah, but I'm
effective.
getting there. That's
Oh,
why I
you're
never
going to get there.
interrupt
My
Don
bad.
Hussam,
Okay.
mate.
All right. My bad. Go
Never
ahead.
interrupt Don Hussam, mate. Please. Anyway, so City deserved today's win 100%. City deserved today's win, and hopefully they take this form into Wednesday and beat Real Madrid. I actually called LB, funnily enough, on his watch along. I'm like, listen, I think you're gonna get something against Madrid. He hung up on me and started laughing on his watch along. So there are City fans who don't believe it at all, but I do hope they go on to beat like Real Madrid. This game for me, Eddie Howe, I have no idea what you were doing, but at the same time, I know that City deserve to win. So it's both sides of the argument for me, to be honest with you. Nico Gonzalez, very good performance as well today. Like he had a good performance in my opinion. So I think if they take that away to the Bernabeu, maybe they do have something for Real Madrid. Never know.
Well, Real Madrid just dropped points today to Osasuna at home. Bellingham got sent off. Things happen. Away they were. By the way, I just want to address this guy that says, Terry, Man United fans laugh at rival teams' players getting injured. The flaw in your argument here is a very childish one. And I'll tell you what that is. I am not other Manchester United fans. I'm calling out individuals in the chat without naming them to give them the infamy they seek for their behavior. What I wouldn't do to you, my friend, is if Hamza laughed, I wouldn't blame you for it. I'm only using you as an example, Hamza, because that would be on Hamza. So yes, some Man United fans act like pricks, but I am not them. I am not accountable for other Man United fans like we are a monolith. I believe in complete individual sovereignty of people. I'm a Man United fan. What I say represents my opinion on things. I don't represent every other Man United fan and vice versa. So I'm not saying you personally laughed, but me calling out people for laughing at Ahmad's injury, the defense can't be, well, some Man United fans do that as well. I also think they're scumbags. Now what? So yeah, you got to give a more grown-up response to things like that in life, because that's just, because some City fans are laughing in the chat that Ahmad's injured. If it turns out Haaland's done his knee, and I hope that he hasn't, I won't go, well, I'm going to laugh now because some City fans laughed. Why would I do that? Why would I become that person? Imagine that's what you're doing. Imagine stooping to that level of scumbag human behavior because somebody else did it. You're like a fucking hillbilly or something, bruv. Dumb. Like, don't do
You
this
always
shit.
do that laugh.
No, that's how I imagine these people sound in real life. Yeah, someone else did it once, so I did it. Fuck off.